Crane and Crab. Once, in a place where the green marsh met the blue sea, lived a tall crane named Ardea. She had long, spindly legs and spent her days dancing through the tall grass. She loved the silence of the morning and the way the wind felt under her wings. She lived high up in the reeds, watching the world from above. Below the marsh, tucked under a cool, wet rock, lived a small crab named Scuttle. He was very good at clicking his claws and scuttling sideways. Scuttle loved the salty spray of the ocean and the tiny treasures the tide brought in. He stayed low to the ground, safe in his world of sand and shells. One afternoon, a great storm rolled in from the sea. The wind howled, and the rain poured down like a waterfall. The marsh flooded, and the tide rose higher than it ever had before. Ardea tried to fly to safety, while Scuttle clung tight to a piece of driftwood as the rushing waters swept him away from his home. When the sun finally came out, the world looked different. Scuttle found himself far away from the salty sea, stuck in a muddy puddle in the middle of a deep forest. He was lost and very frightened. Just then, a long shadow fell over him. It was Ardea, who had landed nearby to dry her feathers. "Are you lost too, little one?" Ardea asked softly. Scuttle nodded his claws sadly. "The big water took me away. I miss my salty rock." Ardea looked at the tiny crab and felt a spark of kindness. "I can see the ocean from the clouds," she said. "If you hop on my back, I will carry you home." Scuttle climbed into the soft feathers on Ardea's back. With a great whoosh of her wings, they took off. They flew higher than the trees and over the rolling hills. Scuttle had never seen the world from so high up. He held on tight, feeling the rush of the air and the warmth of his new friend. But the storm had changed the landmarks, and the way home was not easy. They found a stream that usually led to the sea, but it was blocked by a pile of fallen branches. "I cannot land there. My legs might get stuck," Ardea worried. Scuttle jumped down. "I am small and strong. I can help." While Scuttle pushed the branches from below, Ardea used her long beak to pull the sticks from above. They worked together, clicking and flapping, until the water began to flow again. As the stream cleared, Scuttle let out a happy cheer. He could smell the salt in the air again. They followed the stream all the way to the coast. The sun was beginning to set, turning the sky into a painting of orange, pink, and gold. Finally, Ardea landed on the familiar sandy beach. Scuttle hopped down and felt the wet sand under his feet. He was home at last, thanks to his friend from the sky. "Thank you, Ardea," Scuttle clicked happily. "I never knew a crane could be so kind." Ardea smiled and ruffled her feathers. "And I never knew a crab could be so brave. Let's meet here every time the tide is low." From that day on, the tall crane and the little crab remained the best of friends, proving that even the most different creatures can have the greatest adventures.
Hey friends! Wait! More exciting